Welcome back to another video. A long while ago I have made a video about a beast of a thermal scope, the Snadesy SD50L. But now here is a much better version, the SD50L with laser rangefinder. Now this is what we are going to take a look at today. So this is the package. It comes in a nice soft case like this. But if you want, you can also order it with a hard case like this. Not exactly the same model on the picture, but the exact same type. Now let's see what's inside the box. First, let's see the accessories. So here we have a battery charger. No branding on it, just a model number. Looks like a good quality charger. It uses Type-C for the charging, and it's able to charge a grand variety of battery types, ranging from many different sizes of lithium-ion batteries, and even 1.2 volt nickel-metal hybrid type of batteries. Now let's see what's in this compartment. A nice shoulder strap with carabiners. Looks like a good quality, strong material. The carabiners are also good quality. And here we have this very important and very nice heavy-duty Picatinny rail adapter mount. It's not the quick mount that a few other brands uses, but it's tool-free, fast to install, and exactly the same strong. For the installation, you also get two heavy-duty bolts and all the accessories and tools for the installation. You also get a nice and big and good quality microfiber cleaning cloth. It's the same type that is being used for glasses or sunglasses, it's just a little bigger as well. In this case also a bunch of Snadesy logo stickers. If you want to put, if you don't, you don't. And finally the USB-A to USB-C power and data cable that you can nicely use if you want to download the pictures and videos or run it from an external power source. Now let's liberate this beauty. So here we have the SD50L. The build quality is amazing. I think it's an aluminium alloy, it feels very strong, minimalistic button design. I'm gonna turn it around for you nicely so you can take a good look. The size is very similar to the TS650, but the SD50L looks a little bigger because of the laser rangefinder bump. In the bottom you will find the mounting screw holes for the Picatinny adapter, which are also compatible with tripod mounting screws, same size and same threading. I mean, you can mount it on a standard tripod if you want it to be stationary. Installation is fairly simple, just smash the holes on the scope with the adapter and tighten the screws. Can be installed like this or reverse it if you want. The battery compartment can be found on the side of the scope, housing two pieces of 18500 size rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. It is not a common size like the 18650, but easy to buy it from AliExpress. I'll leave some links in the description. Installing the batteries is very easy. Just place the cells in the compartment, following the polarity indications that you can see on the door itself. Then push down on the door and hold till you tighten the screws, and it's done. The USB port is on the same side as the battery compartment, and there's this little plastic door with the rubber gasket. Here you can download the pictures and videos or power the scope with an external power like power bank or power supply or like a phone charger. Something like this. The USB port is held by a rubber-like solution, but if it ever breaks, it's easy to replace because it has an easy serviceable retention with a single screw, so it's not so bad. The power/standby button is located on the side of the laser rangefinder, very easy and comfortable access. And the boot up time is very, very fast. All the controls, along with the focus, is located on the top of the scope in a straight line, such as the menu wheel, photo video button, laser rangefinder button, and the focus knob, all in a nice ergonomically comfortable position. The menu wheel is amazing. It turns and clicks super satisfyingly in two directions to move up or down in the menu, also acting like a button to confirm selection. Activating the menu or exiting the menu is a long press. When not in the menu, it's acting like a controller of the zoom in and out, and pressing it changes the color palette. Just listen how satisfying the clicks are. Opening the lens protector is very nice. You have to press down on this latch and it flips up very easy with a spring, and the spring keeps it open. And you can also lock it in a parallel position with the scope's body, so it will not interfere with your hand during the use. This solution is way better than the TS650 that has no latch, no spring, and cannot be locked parallel with the scope. The other very awesome feature is the ergonomically positioned focusing mechanism that allows an easy to reach smooth focusing experience. And this is also way better than the commonly used focusing ring that is much more harder to reach and need much more force and turn distance to get the desired focus level. Now let's take a look at the specifications of the SD50L, and I will put the specification of the TS650 next to it to compare the two. So in general, the specifications of both are pretty much the same. The difference I need to highlight is basically the sensitivity of the sensor, which goes in favor of the SD50L, which is 18 millikelvin in this case. In case of the SD-TS650, is 35 millikelvin. Lower is the better. The 18 millikelvin is a huge difference. The NETD stands for Noise Equivalent Temperature Difference. It's a measure for how well the thermal imaging detector is able to distinguish between very small differences in the thermal radiation in the image. For example, here is two pictures. One has 25 millikelvin, the other has 40 millikelvin. And you can clearly see that the 25 millikelvin image has way more details. It's made in exactly the same environment with two different types of sensors. So like this, you know that the 18 millikelvin sensor is a way more advanced and more expensive sensor than the 35 millikelvin sensor. So the sensitivity value is just as important as resolution, and it comes out very well, for example, in a winter environment. Here is a sample video to show detail difference. Even though it was made in a warm daytime with very big variation in thermal radiation, it's still noticeable in small details. This will be way more obvious in cold environment at night. The very first thing you can notice is that stain on the road. The thermal detail is much more clear. Both cameras were precisely focused. Other detail is the leaves on the tree and the grass, the most noticeable. Before I continue the specifications, here's a few clips where you can see the advantages of the much better sensitivity of 18 millikelvin. And the other thing that makes it better than the SD-TS650 is the laser rangefinder with its 1000 meter measuring distance, which is also part of the ballistic calculator system that the SD50L has. And the last difference that is worth to mention is the battery type. The SD50 is using two replaceable 18500 type of battery. The TS650 is using four CR123A replaceable, rechargeable or disposable 3.7 or 3 volt batteries. If you would like to read the full specifications, just pause the video and continue whenever you would like. Now let's take a look at the menu and the software. Better to connect to the software also if I want to show you the menu, because with the internal recording will not record the menu, and filming through the viewfinder is not an ideal situation. First, we need the app called T-Vision. Then in the menu we find Network and turn on Hotspot option. Then locate the hotspot. The EA and serial number is going to be the password as well. Now that you are connected, in the T-Vision app just hit search and it will automatically find it and connect it. And done. You are already connected and live streaming, and you have control with the software over the scope itself. With the software you can control the contrast, brightness, zoom, color palettes, and the manual image correction. Below there is a record button, photo taking, and gallery. On the top we have the settings where you get the software upgrade, laser rangefinder on or off, and time and date synchronization. It can be manual or automatic. And now let's go through the menu items. Let's start with the network. In there we can find Wi-Fi, hotspot, or entirely off. Then the laser rangefinder. Inside there you can find the way you want it to be measured, which does work very well. As you can see, it's adjusting the ballistic correction indicator according to the distance. Then hotspot tracking. If you turn it on, it will track the hottest spot on the screen. Next option is zeroing. In there you will get the zeroing option, reticle type, reticle color, and a few more items to be sure you hit where you aim. Now the next option is the AI ballistic calculator. In there we can find ballistics type. You can choose your preferred option here. Then color of the ballistic correction indicator. Then auto pitch angle. Then parameter adjustment. Bullet type. Initial velocity. Ballistic coefficients. Sight height. Zero range. Altitude. And environmental temperature. It's a very serious option menu, and you can reset all the ballistic data if you want. Then we have pre-recording. I think it's for the recoil activated recording. Audio on or off. CVBS is the analog video out. Tone, you can choose cold or warm. Sharpness, scene mode, color palette. Picture in picture. Brightness, contrast, function settings, on-screen display, that you can turn on and off the on-screen display items, image calibration, dead pixel correction, and burn-in prevention. It's when you're looking at a hot object too hot that could damage the sensor, it will turn it off. General settings, language, you have many languages to choose. Date, you can manually adjust if you want. Time, also you can manually adjust. Units, auto power off, restore, and the version. And we are back to the beginning. So what can I tell you? It's well built with good quality and durable materials, loaded with features, and can satisfy even professional needs. Comes with decent amount of accessories. The 18 millikelvin makes it one of the most versatile and best 640 long-range scope on the market. Easy to install and set up, and the cleverly designed control that makes it using to be an absolute pleasure. You can get this amazing thermal scope model through my channel on the best price on the planet. I only work with the most trustable sellers and brands and companies to bring you the best items on the best price you can get. I also help you arrange the purchase with the best conditions and helping you with the warranty issue if ever anything happens, as I do this now over 3 years with hundreds of satisfied buyers. All you have to do is join my Discord server, link in the description, and send me a private message there, or if the private message doesn't work for any reason, just write me in any room and I respond to you. And by the way, a like and subscribe would be amazing. I will add the short recording with this scope at the end of the video, and in a follow-up video I will add much more so you can watch the image quality in different circumstances. Enjoy the recording and see you in the next episode. And one more very important thing, unless you have the technology to move to a parallel universe, you have to pay your tax for the Squirrels.